Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome to my channel. So in today's episode, we're gonna read on Boston Strangler. So is the murderer of 13 women in Boston during the early 60s. So there was one person who came up front with a confession, who was Albert DeSalvo. And the thing is that his DNA was actually found on the very last victim. Uh, but the interesting fact that his DNA was found only in her genitals, but was never found on the neck or on the wrists, which showing the straight connection with the killing and with the struggle of the killer. So uh, to me, it suggests that DeSalvo probably was not alone. There was some other person with him. So DeSalvo probably had an intercourse with her in a fan factor manner, and that other person just did the other job. So he just strangled her. And also DeSalvo with that person, they probably were copycats, because I'm right now speaking about the real Boston Strangler, from whom this story begins. So and the story begins with the elder women's. But later on, there came younger women, which kind of can be possible, but still, because the killers, they have how to say, very specific preferences. So it's very rare when they changing their strategies and victims. So anyways, let's have a look. I'm gonna read on that real strangler who came first, from whom the story begins. So what I'm gonna look, first of all, we need to unmask him. So extract a maximum as possible his identity, his physical description, his character, the energies which surrounded him, and what was his truly real motives, why he began to commit such terrible things. So what happened with him? What was in his mind? Okay, so the real Boston Strangler, how it really was and who it really was. Okay, let's drop some more cards. Okay, for now that should be enough. Alright, so I'll be back to you soon. So the things what I'm capturing about him from this layout, that he wasn't a typical marginal, he wasn't some kind of a dirty hobo or some kind of a social lowlife. Actually, I see that he was pretty much a respectable person who very well fits into the community, into the society, and he was pretty much well kept. He was holding himself. I mean, while he was in a public, surrounded by other people. I mean, in his usual life, when he didn't did his the job. Let's just say this. And probably he was even some kind of a cutie one. So a person who can be very charming. So he knew how to make the correct impression on the people. So he was pretty much clever. So he was very confident, probably like very intelligent person. Such a person on whom you probably not gonna think at the first moment that he could done such a thing, and that was his actually perfect mask. And this guy on whom you can easily rely on, so you can easily give him keys from your apartment and say like, hey, keep an eye on my apartment while I'm on my duties, such a like that kind of person. All right, so but speaking about his uh, inside, yeah, like his duality, yes, he had some uh, dual creature live inside of him. It's like he's being in two different realities. In one reality, he is just a simple regular man, a simple civilian. Probably he was, yeah, probably he literally worked on some kind of a factory, or he was a guy on duties who serving some help regarding to uh, housekeeping. Um, I mean, like probably he could be a painter or plumber or electrician guy, kind of that stuff. Who can easily came to your house and fix the plug if it's necessary, or take a measurements from like the water or the gas on this junction box, or how it goes, these limiters. Okay, never mind. So, but in other reality, he was a real predator, and he was like a person who is committing something, some kind of a dark ritual. So, because I see here was some kind of a religion motives as well, because he took a role on himself that he's some kind of a, I don't know, some kind of a dark archangel who was sent uh, to make clarity, because he knew he knew exactly what he's doing, and it wasn't just a spontaneous thing that he decided, oh yeah, I'm gonna go. No, he planted all those things. He followed, he stalked, he analyzed, and he was very calculative in that way. So he knew exactly what he's doing and what must need to be done in his mind. So speaking about his victims, they wasn't just accidental, like random women's, because his real attitude to those women was something not necessarily like um, kind of biotrash. Let's just say this, because I'm capturing that kind of energies in his mind. So he had a hatred to the women, especially in some kind of a very, very special occasions. Something really impacted on his mind. And his consideration was to fix that, to punish that, to clean the streets. Like it carries some kind of a personal resentment and religious motives. Well, of course, I'm capturing also it was connected with his family while he was a teenager, a kid, because something bad happened regarding to a woman, probably mother or grandma or aunt, and mm, straight connection also with the church, with religion. I don't know why, but I'm capturing these vibes, just feeling this. And yeah, so like I mentioned before, his attitude was to clean this stuff. In his conscience, in his mind, um, those killings kind of gaining some very twisted, very perverted, and at the same time spiritual meaning. So he's feeling that he's committing some kind of a, he's carrying some kind of a important mission, almost saint. It's like uh, his actions not giving a collapse, but they cleaning, uh, make the world brighter. But that was in his mind thoughts. Well, of course, it's very terrible things what he committed, but I'm right now speaking through regarding his perspective, so how he thought. And but he himself didn't consider it as a monster. Vice versa, um, he felt a power and some kind of a meaning and a special mission. And I see that he didn't feel any sorrow that he's regretting. No, um, he protecting his right on a murder. It's like it was his inside call to do such a things. Uh, Actually, that's why he continued to do so, because he considered it as a mission. And in his twisted mind and philosophy, it wasn't an end. It was a beginning to something new, to some new light. He truly believed that he comes closely to inside release. To It's like he considered that he's cleaning himself up, his like his sins or his soul. I don't know how to call this, but that's the message, like from him. He couldn't just stop because he truly believed in what he's doing. Something called him for this, but something dark inside of him, in his mind. But physically, speaking about his appearance, physically he wasn't like a demon. Uh, so, okay, I will try to give his physical description. Yeah, it's the right moment to do it. So, eye capturing. It was like a man with big shoulders, like small, like well, a little bit like bigger shoulders, but not. But he wasn't bodybuilder. Maybe he did some sport exercises like calisthenic, maybe or gym. But at the same time, he wasn't like bodybuilder. He wasn't slim. He was fit enough, yeah. Let's just say, but shoulders was bigger than normal, a little bit. So, what else I'm capturing? That he had dark hair and dark eyes, and hair a little bit uh, not curly, but a little bit wavy, like waves. The length of hair was a little bit less than medium, but not short, and of course not long. So like a little bit less than medium. And probably he had some kind of a small mustache, like maybe funniest way. Yeah, like for example, like Charlie Chaplin, like that kind of stuff, but more tiny and smaller, not too much long. And probably he had some, yeah, probably he got some not addiction to booze, but he drank, yeah, and probably smoked. But at the same time, he was fit. So what else? He was approximately medium height, uh, maybe a little bit more than medium, uh, and his face wasn't like a model type. Wasn't. It was more like he had like a very gentle type of the face, like not quite baby face, but like a chubby puffy cheeks, but just a little bit. So his cheekbones wasn't that so much visible, and chin was also not too much big. So yeah. Uh, what else I can say? So his age. Speaking about his age, I'm capturing something between the range between 33 and 47 at the time of the murders, at the time of the first murder. I'm capturing that kind of so yeah, pretty much he was young, but could be looked a little bit elder. So yeah, quite strong, yeah, but not bodybuilder, no. In this person, you can easily feel like he has a strength, power, confidence, and he wasn't just a regular shadow, which is uh, waiting in a yard. Uh, he could easily enter the home apartment, and he could also speak with a very confident tone. Very, his voice was very. Mm, reliable, let's just say. So it's person whom you can trust by the voice. But the way how he dressed, pretty much casually. So probably he wore some uniform, some kind of a specific outfit, like those painters, like guys on like doing community serving jobs, like electrician guy, uh, a painter, plumber, how was actually described in the movies. So yeah, that's very fits to him. Something that not catching attention. Yeah, like uniform and so on, etc. So his physical appearance didn't give a spooky look. So people trusted him, and in that was his strength. But that was a super perfect mask, which fit to him and worked on it for him very perfectly. The mask of being a normal human being. But also, I see that behind this, like literally speaking, behind this mask could hide in some kind of a scarcity, some scars or some kind of a shattered meaning. Probably in this case, literally, he had some kind of a scar on his skin, some kind of a skin damage. Could be, yeah, very possibly. He could have a scar or some kind of a trauma or some kind of a damage which he's always uh, carrying in himself. Also, yeah, I see that he was acting alone always, but the people who surrounded him, I mean, his very closest encounters, might have suspicions about his double life, but they were on the silent side. So he could be also be a part of some kind of a community or some kind of a group uh, where his strange behavior didn't discuss, but people knew something. Maybe they had suspicions about him, or just they didn't want to have a business with him. And probably this guy Albert DeSalvo, which was surrounded. Maybe somehow they were connected. I'm not quite sure, but speaking about DeSalvo, I don't see that he did some killing stuff. He was a guy who did this rape stuff and the sexual abuse, like harassments, yes, but uh, but not killings. So maybe yeah, maybe DeSalvo could know him, yeah. But I'm more capturing that DeSalvo was a copycat with another guy. But right now I'm speaking about this uh, real Strangler. So yeah, but the salvo yeah, could be close enough, but he didn't connect it straight away with direct involvement. He was involved. The salvo was just involved in a web of events with those yes events from which he could never escape. Um, those people easily just used the salvo as a cover up, knowing he's a very great scapegoat, which that role really fitable to him because he wasn't really smart as well. His IQ wasn't that high, and they knew that he will not remember everything. He could forget something, or he was just a guy who wanted to have a fame that everyone's loved him, respect him, but he was just unhappy person inside of him. And yeah, they knew that he probably yeah they were pretty sure that he will take everything on himself, DeSalvo. So right now I'm speaking about those other persons, copycats who just set him up, and they didn't just randomly. No, they knew exactly what they're doing because he was mm, very convenient victim, DeSalvo. Uh, Also, I see that police wasn't too much close to capturing him. They were so sure that they controlling everything, that everything is under control by police. But actually, the real killer also could be on this interrogation desk, but he was released because he was too smart and he acted very mm, very calm, very professional. So he didn't gain any suspicious. So he was released. But most probably he was interrogated by the police, the real killer, the real Boston Strangler. So yes, and in the end, everything just got stuck in some kind of a conspiracy, um, in some people's proudness. Um, okay, let me think a little bit more. So yeah, police just simply closed the case on very convenient figure, which was DeSalvo. Um, but that real killer, if he was on the interrogation room, so he just left clean, like without leaving any trace. Also, yeah, there's a mystery which some lady also carrying because she was somehow connected with this case. I don't know, maybe she was a victim or she was accomplished to those murders. Maybe it was some kind of a woman who was close to the real killer or those copycats. But right now, I'm not sure if she's alive. Probably not. But her kids, maybe they know something because I see that the truth still can exist and can come forward if someone will start to talk. But as far as I see here, that everyone's preferred to be silent because like already time passed and no need to rehearse the past. You know, that's their ideas. So, yeah, like I'm saying, this lady could be a mother, some lover, or just some victim who survived one of the attacks, or someone who was very close to the real killers and decided to remain silent. Um, so, yeah, um, well, I think it's pretty much it. Actually, I don't know what to add more. Okay, maybe I will look something more a bit. So yeah, pretty much there's nothing more for me to add. So the only thing I see is speaking about this truth. It's very for those who know the truth, still remain people who knows. Yes, for them it's too painful, and more of them just prefer to forget about it and not to uh, come again closer. So yes, because yeah, they prefer to forget. Instead of reopen again the previous wounds which hurting the most. But still, I see that yeah, the truth can be spill on light. The truth when some couple people will combining together, uh, when the new perspective will be found, some yeah, and when the system will start to talk. So pardon, not system, but the real voices, but not the system. Maybe it will be in a courthouse, or maybe in some kind of a documentary movie, some book, but yeah, but chance still exists. Yeah. So in the very end, I would like to just say that this story wasn't just about series of killings. It was a reflection of the inside blindness of society. It's the refuse of seeing violence when it's close enough to you. It's just a very big willing to close the eyes on the pain. Disbelief to not willing to believe uh, that evil could be uh, let's just say, could wear a suit with a tie, and could be bald, uh, and wearing a charming face. Uh, so yeah, it was a common collective karma of silence, while everyone is looking in some opposite direction. The evil was close enough and acted without being punished. Well, yeah, on this note, that's it. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I really need your support. Please hit likes, write your comments, uh, hit that notification bell because I'm posting the videos pretty much often. So take care of you, stay safe, and I'll see you very, very soon in the next investigation videos. Bye-bye.